Just got the mail in. Got the parts from, these should be from Norville. All these ones. This should be the muffler tubing. Stainless steel. I've been busy at work this past week, so I haven't had time to do videos. Yeah, it just looks like they chopped it off a piece of stainless steel pipe. 35 millimeter, really unusual. Yeah, you can feel where it's been rolled. So I'll lop off 2 inches off there, and the guy's going to TIG weld it for me all the way around. And the clamp for the muffler is right here, and we're going to grind this smooth. It's going to be very hard to see, you know, unless you're looking for it. And then I'll cut some pieces off for the other pipes I've got. I'll have enough to do all 3 pipes. So that's good. I can take that to the welders tomorrow. I can't remember what all I ordered in here. The fork clamps are triple tree seals for the bearing. I couldn't find mine. Maybe I threw them out. I don't know. I'm missing a whole bunch of stuff here. But where is it here? I ordered the seal for the triple tree, top and bottom seal, and it should be in maybe by Saturday this week, I'm hoping, because I can't put these bearings on until I have that bottom seal, because I've got to press this in, the inner part in on top of that seal. And those seals, those fork clamp seals, you'd be surprised. I'll show you. I'll do a little video on YouTube how many bikes those seals fit. It's a dust seal. I mean, hundreds and hundreds of models of bikes those seals fit. Oh, there's the my oil lines. Right there. They make these spigots a lot longer on these aftermarket ones. Like if I had these spigots, I could have made my own. Anyways, that's good. I can put that on. Then when I kickstart it, I can get some oil going to the top end of the engine. There's that clamp for the rear part of the frame. It's like half the thickness of the aftermarket one I had. So that's going to fit in there, and it's going to sit a lot more flush. Should have ordered that from the very beginning. I noticed the original one has a hole drilled in here, so when you put the rubber in, the rubber has a locator to lock into there. This one doesn't have it, but that'll work good. Got 2 studs here. I don't even remember what those were for. What the heck was that for? I can't remember what that was for. But there's the 3 bolts for the head steady on the engine. Need that. There's the clamp. Huh. Yeah, I remember I ordered this from Norville, and I don't remember it coming with the rubber. I guess it's a whole kit. I thought I just ordered this piece. The whole thing came as a kit. Oh, that's alright. Now I gotta get a matching one. There we go. There's the proper exhaust nuts. The other ones threads were too short for the 850. So that's good, I can get those on there. That's it, I got a couple more parts waiting in the States to be picked up across the bridge. And just waiting for those 2 seals to come in. I'm trying to think of what those 2 parts over there. I know what one of them is. One of them is a grommets for the frame and the headlight. This grommet and the frame grommet are the same. This one's pretty much rotted right out. So they came in. And there's another part over there. I can't remember what it is. I don't know. Okay. That's it for now. I gotta work tonight. I'm adjusting the rear fender so that it fits properly. And I'm gonna make a stud for this tail light. I'm gonna go buy a longer bolt, because you gotta bolt the first clamp in the back bolt here first, and then try to line this up. It's easier if there's a stud, so I'm going to make a stud. But the problem I have right now is it's sitting like that. It's not centered. It should be like, you know, in the middle, like about like that. But right now it's sitting like that. So this is a generic rear fender that I came with the bike, actually. And I was gonna slot all these holes so that I could get it lined up right, and then it was just easier to slot these 2 back holes here. So I just drilled 2 holes and file it square. And you can see all of these holes are slotted. Even this hole was slotted, but these 2 weren't. If these 2 are slotted, then I can slide the whole fender forward and it'll line up just right. Stainless steel, so I'll polish it up as best I can. And where's my exhaust? Oh, I already put it in the truck. I'm gonna take that to the shop to get welded. And there's the new exhaust nut on there. Looks pretty good. And there's the new foot peg on that side. That's how that's all gonna go. And came with a new rubber, but I don't want to put it on yet in case I can't get a matching one for this one, or I gotta order one from Norville, I'm not sure. That's what we've been doing today. It's just all little time-consuming BS stuff. You don't see behind the scenes. That's what's going on. Okay, that's what I'm trying to do right there. Get nice equal spacing all the way around. It was jammed right up tight before, and all I had to do was just slot those 2 screws right there. You know, everything else is slotted to make it fit. And it's pretty parallel with the top of this bar. I think when this is tightened down more, it's just down a little bit, but that's pretty good. Okay, that's just about ready to go. Just got a few little dents, gotta try to pound out and polish up. There's one right there. I think I'll get my buddy Peter to do that, the body man there. He's really good at that. Be nice to have an English wheel and just smoothing that right out. Okay, that's it so far. Supposed to get down to 57 degrees Fahrenheit tonight. The last 2 weeks of July is usually the hottest time of the year here. I've never heard of it, and it's 50 degrees at this time of year. It's unbelievable. What was I going to say? Peter's got the oil tank there. The guy tried to TIG weld it the other day, but kept blowing holes through it. It's just way too thin. So he brazed it in, and Peter's got it back, but he's going to sandblast it to get the acid or the flux off it. And then we're going to glue that other piece in, and then it's ready for primer and paint. So that's where that's at. And the swing arm hasn't been touched yet. It just needs to be ground down, but maybe we'll probably primer them all at the same time and paint them at the same time. That's probably what we're going to do this week. Yeah, and that's it. I'll ask you guys about this. I've been searching on the internet ever since I had this bike. On this side is the Zeus connector here for the right-hand side cover. On the left-hand side, it has two smaller holes. There's no way the Zeus connector is going to fit through that. I don't know if it originally was a bracket for the 1969-70 model, and then the Zeus screwed in upside down. They talk about it in Norville parts, so there's a Zeus connector on this side. It's different than that side. I thought it'd be a taller, skinnier one or something to go through here. But if anybody has a 1970 or 69, well, 1970 is the first year of the Roadster, and you have this, what is the original setup for that? Most people just put a bolt in, a spacer, and a nut. I know that's what everybody does. But I wonder, what's the factory original? It's supposed to have some type of a Zeus connector there. Maybe somebody can make a comment there or send me a link to a photograph of what that's supposed to look like. I'd like to put it to original. Thank you very much. That's it for tonight, guys. When all those other parts come in, I'll do a video of putting the front end together and those tapered roller bearings and all that, but that might be a few more days yet. Okay.